my goodness. Okay. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you, because the storm is here, guys. And I know you've been waiting for a full dragon deck. I have a couple of them. I'm going to be honest with them. I hope you're not tired of dragons, because there's like 5 different ways to build dragons with this. I did a mono red that I was happy with that really emphasizes the storm. But what if we did the dark storm? What if we did that and just really ripped up? So this is a slightly modified build of a dragon Rakdos ramp here that did very, very well for itself. Original deck by TREX. Check them out. I'm going to put the link down there. And finally finalized and put in the final touches and done my own way by me. Rakdos dragons are here, guys. They're gonna dom. They're gonna rip it up and burn it down. So before we get into this one, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna get attacked by the like and subscribe, which is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live stream goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah, we'd love to have you there. We've been getting almost 100 people a night, which is really exciting. So I'd love to see you there. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post links. That's if you want to show me a deck that you built and you want me to run it, that is the place to be. That's where you can go show me. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down there to the AetherHub and you will find it. The Dragons, the Dragonstorm. So this is going to be heavy dragons ramp into just monstrous explosive fire right here. No tricks, no real gimmicks on this one. We have the gimmicky ones coming up later. Just straight power. That's what we're going to be doing. And the part of the reason that we want black in this is for the removal. I hate that it's come to this, but the pure red has struggles with getting rid of monstrous creatures and other things that are really a problem. So the removal that we're actually going to run in this is going to be Bitter Triumph and Go for the Throat. You could do any kind of removal to taste here, but you need 4 direct cards, because if you can't get out some of these creatures instantly and don't have the ability to just knock them out when you can, you could be in trouble. You could be in a lot of trouble if you don't do it. I also really like the addition, this was TREX's idea, of the Virtue of Persistence, because you get the -3/-3, which is great against mice, so they don't explode, and you gain 2 life. As with any dragon deck, staying power is going to be the big one, because we're not laying down our big combo pieces until 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not finishing out. This is not an aggro deck. So being able to play removal and gain a little bit of life so we can take a little bit more hit. 100% I like Virtue Persistence. It's also a nice finisher with the amount of ramp that we'll have if we get to the end game to put down Virtue Persistence at the end. We are resurrecting dragons like crazy, and that's when things get very, very bad. Things will basically, if we get to the point where we've ramped and generated enough treasure that we can get that out, you know, the game is pretty much over at that point where we've done them in. So that's going to be the first. That's the main use of black here, but don't forget Riz of the Claw. We'll talk about him in a second. So the first card I want to introduce you to from Foundations kind of went unseen is Dragonlord's Servant. Now, I like Dragonlord's Servant here. He is a 1/3 goblin, and he makes every dragon spell you cast 1 less. The thing about him is he telegraphs exactly what you're going to do and what you want to do. As soon as you put him down, everyone knows, okay, they're going in for us. They're going to try to get us right here. So he is oftentimes a magnet for removal. If he survives, he can get you the turn 3 Magmatic Hellkite, which is insanely powerful. So don't count him out. If he lives, he's very good. But he's a very useful card from Foundations. I believe he's from the original Tarkir, too. Invasion of Tarkir, you know, we got to do what we got to do. Here's Defiant Thunderbound Invasion. This is another great damager right here. When this battle enters, any number of dragons in your hand, you reveal them. When you deal, it deals X plus 2 to any other target, where X is the number of cards revealed. We have a lot of dragons to reveal. We can do 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to somebody and get the Defiant Thundermaw. The Defiant Thundermaw being one of the most powerful in the game. We have to do 5 damage to the Invasion of Tarkir to make sure that we can get the Defiant Thundermaw out. He is a 4/4 flying trample, and whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. If you swing in with a full board of dragons, you will absolutely crush somebody hitting with Defiant Thundermaw right there. So really good stuff. Now we're going to talk about some new cards. Let's talk about some Tarkir. Oh yeah, let's do it. Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant. He looks like he is shredding an awesome guitar right there. He looks like he's the cover of a metal album. I love this guy. Human Druid. 1 red and 1. 2/2. When he enters, you may behold a dragon. So beholding a dragon means you choose one in your hand and reveal it, or you choose one that is already out on the board. So if you have one on the board, you can choose that one that way, or you can just say, hey, I have a Magmatic Hellkite in my hand. So he gives you the treasure, and when he enters, he gets that thing. So he's going to ramp, so he can drop one of your 4 drops on turn 3, which is very useful. Then, not only that, whenever he comes in, whenever a dragon you control comes in, he gets +1/+1, and he becomes a dragon in addition to its other types and flying. So whenever you come in, he pumps up 1/1, and then becomes a dragon and gains flying, so he can swing in later on. So very, very useful card right there. Great new stuff. I think probably one of the better ramps we have for dragons going in. Carnelian Orb. Here's another common card that came out in Foundations that I think a lot of people slept on. 1 red and 2. Another great way to ramp. Add 1 mana. Add 1 red. So you can cast anything with this, but if this mana is spent to cast a dragon spell, it gains haste. Now you're saying, okay, I want to throw in my Bonehoard Dracosaur. It swings in very quickly. This turn 3, this goes down. Turn 4, we're swinging in with a 5/5 haste first strike, and that's where things start getting very deadly. So don't count out Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind right there. Very useful, common card from Foundations. Additionally, I think everyone forgot about this guy, man. Rivaz of the Claw is a monster. 1 red and 2, 1 red, 1 black, and 1 3/3 3-drop Lizard Warlock. Legendary creature with menace. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this only to cast dragon creature spells. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon spell from your graveyard, and when you do, it has what is that called? The exile thing. When it dies in exiles, it has there's a name for it now. They don't do that. They don't do that whole line of text. They call it a keyword now. I can't remember. Banish or something like that. So when it comes back, you can't resurrect it again. But the fact that on turn 3, you could be putting down 2 more mana. So turn 4, you could be playing one of your 6 drops immediately. That he generates 2 mana. He's basically like he's kind of like a dragon. Giada. That's basically what he is. He's a lizard dragon Giada right there. Really good, and the fact that he can replay stuff that was killed out of the graveyard, fantastic. Decadent Dragon, 2 red and 2, 4/4 flying trample. Whenever it attacks, you get a treasure token. Really like that, combining with the sweep in with the aggro. Finality counter. Thank you, Chris. Really like that with that. But he also has the ability to steal with expensive taste on 1 black and 2. You exile 2 cards from your opponent. You may look at those cards and play them. Very, very useful right there. The new one we have is Magmatic Hellkite, and I have to sing this guy's praises. Okay, 2 red and 2 4/5 flying. Whenever it enters, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. Its controller searches their library for basic lands, puts it on the battlefield with a stun, then shuffles. He will slow down your opponent. You get him on turn 4, it is bad. It is bad for Oppo if that happens, because he gets down on turn 3 or turn 4, you crack one of their very important dual lands or one of their critical lands, and then the land that they replace it with can't even use, so you've actually set them back a land. Magmatic Hellkite is land destruction that is just so frustrating and useful. I cannot sing this praises enough. Not only is he a 4/5 flying for 4, but that ability to slow your opponent from ramping is incredible. So we have a few things here that we've already seen. Bonehoard Dracosaur, that's our 5/5 for 5 flying first strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, you exile and you can create dinosaurs, or you can create treasure to ramp even more. Very, very useful. Creating those 3/1 dinos is actually a really good combination with Terror of the Peaks. 2 red and 3, 5/4 Flying Dragon. Spells your opponent cast that target this creature cost an additional 3 life, and whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. That is going to be super crucial in killing out what we want right here. If we can get Terror of the Peaks out every single time that we can play a dragon, either by putting in tokens or by putting anything we want in, he will spit fire out and do an insane amount of damage to our opponent, which is really cool. So, you know, if we put that out and then we play another card, we could actually flip our Invasion of Tarkir, and if we flip our Invasion of Tarkir, we get to play another dragon, which would do more damage. Incredibly good combination play right there. Another Foundations card. We got some good Foundations. We got some good cards for Dragons and Foundations. 2 red and 3. The Twinflame Tyrant. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double damage instead. This is your finisher, okay? This is what is going to take things from bad to worse. All of a sudden, if you're swinging in with Tarkir and they're doing 2 damage for each dragon attacking, they're now doing 4. Especially when you have these haste and trample cards like this. You know, you have something like a Decadent Dragon that has trample or anything like that, or this guy that has trample. When you're doing that damage and you're doing double damage on the swing in right there, that's where things get ugly. Double damage, anytime you're doubling anything in Magic, you're going to do very, very bad things to people. So, the final card, the one that you've all been waiting for, the Stormscale Scion. Now, I'm not doing the Trick Storm play with this one. It is possible, okay? It's not out of the realm of possibility to get the Storm combination play, but it's pretty tricky. I will do a full-on Storm Storm combination play with this one, but this guy for a 6-drop right here is fantastic as well, especially when we're ramping out. So it has Storm, Flying, 4/4, other dragons you control get +1/+1, and he costs 6. What does Storm means? It means you get to repeat him for each other spell that you cast this turn. You can set him up to have enough mana. Do you know what I mean? If you have Dragonlord Surgeon, he only costs 5. Carnelian would make him only cost 4 mana. Riz of the Claw would add 2 more to bring him down to, you know, only basically 2 mana to cast. So you could certainly set yourself up to cast, you know, Invasion of Tarkir, Sarkhan, and then finish with a Stormscale if you had enough mana to finish the game with, and you could get him out. You know, you could cast 1 or 2 other spells before, get 2 of them out, and of course, if you get 2 of them out, if you cast him, he repeats himself once or twice. Repeating himself once or twice with Terror of the Peaks is going to throw an insane amount of fire. You could do double damage with the fire if you have Twin Flame. Just all around a very, very powerful and scary card to finish off with right there. We're going to do Cavern of Souls, obviously dragons and humans and lizards. Restless Vents, Blazemire Verge, mountains and swamps right there. I think that we could probably modify that mana base just a little bit. I don't think that... I think Bloodfell Cliffs is not a bad one to throw in either. I don't think we need the Damager one either, but early game, we don't have any 1-drops, so it doesn't really matter. We could go slower, it's fine. So yeah, that is what we're looking at on the Darkstorm Dragons right there, which I really liked. We needed that removal, but we will do the trick play, the combination play. I'll show you, kind of give you a preview of that. 25 creatures, 18 of them dragons, everything else is right there. 4 instants, 4 artifacts, 2 enchantments, 3 battles, 24 lands, and a 3.8. Really, really ripping and gripping with this one. We ranked up pretty quickly. We had a lot of good runs and just burned people down. People really can't deal with the amount of damage and removal that you're putting on, especially when you start just hitting them over and over again. You get them on the defensive very, very, very quickly. You're starting to burn up every single turn. You know, even board wipes or stuff like that. When you have Rivaz, and you can resurrect stuff, or you can bring back stuff from the graveyard with Virtue in the late game, it starts being to the point where they're just getting overwhelmed by what's happening there, and they just don't have enough life for every turn. If you have a Carnelian, you're swinging in with a haster right there. So let me tell you a little bit about the alternative version, just to give you a peek. Mox Jasper, you're saying, where is it? It's right here. If you want to do one, you can. Mox Jasper, you need to already have a dragon out on the board, so it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit more of a late game ramp than an early game ramp. Demonic Ruckus and Stingerback are their best ways to duplicate the Stormscale. I'll do a video of that eventually. I've actually done a bunch of games with it, and it's very fun. And also, I don't mind Molten Exhale right here. We can do 4 damage as an instant if we if we behold anybody. So those are my best of 3 boys if you wanted to look at some alternative cards. But this is what we did right here tonight. Thank you to TREX for outlining a Rakdos version of it, just to lay out people, just to do straight damage. Let's get into the game. Here we go. The Dark Storm begins. I'll do 1 bonus game for y'all. Do 1 bonus game for y'all. Oh, that's not terrible. Blazemire Verge. We'll do that. Boom. Red. Dadwits. Spyglass Sirens. Hurt himself with it. Do that. Who are we gonna behold? We'll behold the Magmatic. He knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. It's like a chainsaw. Break your fucking face tonight. Give me something to break. Boom. See that. Do Dargon. Put down the Dargon. Boom. Crack it open like a made lobster. Boom. Red. The red, it filters through. Zerillion of the Claw. I don't remember him. I'm going to look him up. Oh, okay. Yeah, there he is. That's an old call. Yeah, that's an old one. Corey Steelcutter. Nice. Alright, we're going to do that. Swing in. Boom. We're going to hold the removal. Yeah, that's an old-ass card. I remember that one, though. Ooh, Burst Lightning. Boom. You're gonna do a Lightning Bolt on me here. Corey Steelcutter. Boom. Chainsaw. Pop that. Let's do this. Tear up the peaks. Let's see if he's got more heat for me. So you got more heat. He's gonna pump up. Okay, pump up the jam. Pump it up. While your feet are stumpy. Direct removal, maybe. I think that's my biggest threat. No. Okay. Boom. Okay. If I put this down, I won't have enough, so we'll do this. Boom. Rev. Ooh, that's down to 1 right there, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to happen no matter what. We're always going to get better versions of cards. He can't target Terror of the Peaks. If he targets Terror of the Peaks, he loses the game. Oh. Corey Steelcutter. Oh, okay. Boom, boom. Yeah, out of there. Out of there. Nice. This is a different deck. Magmatic, bro. I'm always happy to see you, bro. Man, turn 3 Magmatic is unfair. That fucks up Rampers. That fucks up Rampers bad. These M21 lands really fit the dragon theme, by the way. The little scroll work right here. They really fit. I think they might be original Tarkir lands. Oh, we're in for the mill, boys. We're in for the mill, dragon. Okay. I haven't done anything with Clarion yet. I definitely want to. It really fucks up a lot of decks. It really does fuck up a lot of decks. Release the cards. He might cast a counterspell here. We're gonna see. That's fine. It's one less counterspell he's dealing with. We're gonna drop the magma. Can't be countered. Mill is boring as fuck. Yes, this is true. Crack it. Boom. Man, it looks real nice to look over at the other side, and you have 4 mana and they have 1. That looks real snazzy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When you're looking at the board and you turn 4, you've got 4 down and a creature, and they're looking at 1 mana. It just feels right, you know. That might have helped me there. That did help me quite a bit. Let's say Dragon. We'll do Twinflame. Man, I'm telling you, Magmatic fucks people up, bro. It absolutely, yeah, it fucks people off, dude. It might be a 4 of. You absolutely fucking rip and grip people with them, man. You absolutely, it's so bad. They don't hit their curve, and when people can't hit that nice curve, I'll tell you what, man. When they can't hit their curve, they're not happy. I don't know if I want the stealing guy, though. The stealing guy might not get it. I might also take out Mr. Stealing. That's not a bad ramp right there. It's not the worst thing. Boom. We can hit it. If we draw a land card, we can hit it. Oh, this is gonna be the biggest one right here. Stadium Headliner. Okay. Boom. Boom. Let's do this. Okay, Boros. Yeah, when it attacks, you get treasure. Yeah, towards the tower, Sarkhan bowl. I think I gotta do this. I'm scared to put down Riziv, and he's gonna fucking. He's gonna immediately crack it open. I need another mana before I do that. Mr. Vegeta. I'm glad it's sleeping time for you, Mr. Vegeta. Not hitting lands here. I have a feeling he's gonna kill Riziv. No, he didn't kill Riziv. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Fuck him up. man to go. That's what he's going for. I don't think he's going to swing on me. He's going to swing on me. Does he have a pump big enough to kill that? What it is. This might hurt, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Yeah, I have Carnelian in here, believe it or not. I have it in here. Wretched Siege, Mardu, double triggers. Voice of Victory, draws. Boom. 4/4. Wow. Oh, we gotta block that. I should have probably killed Arabelle when I had the chance, but I didn't. You know? Win it with one headlight here, guys. A sweeper. A sweeper would be bad. That's it. He had it. Oh, wait, no, they don't have haste. Oh my goodness. They don't have haste. Oh my goodness, he doesn't have haste. And he doesn't have a 1 damager. We do this. Brutal. 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 Oh man. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now we're on to something. That's why through the fire and flame, we carry on. Thank you for following Titan Jones. Yeah, that was a brutal win right there, man. That was fucking monstrous. Thank you, TREX, for that one. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. Can this deck beat mono red? Occasionally, yeah. I mean, not very much can, but this deck can occasionally. Would like to see this deck in a best of 3 matchup. Do I do best of 3? Every now and again I do. Best of 3 is very tricky to best of 3 is very tricky to do in content creation, especially if you're making videos, because if I get locked in a best of 3 game, that could be 30 minutes, and I'm only making hour-long videos. So if you got a 15-minute breakdown or a 12-minute breakdown, and then a 30-minute game, you're only really showing it like, oh, well, we played it against, you know, Sultai Reanimator once and Mono Red once. You don't get a really full showcase of what it can do. So I'm generally kind of hesitant to do best of 3 for videos. Strict City. But I will do maybe some later. Ooh, we droughted here, boys. We droughted. We droughted real fucking spicy. Oh no. We droughted real bad. Thank you, Strict City USA. First time chatter. And Titan Jones, welcome. I'm following a long time, just added me on Twitch now. Oh, welcome to Twitch. Yeah, I need more Twitch followers. I need more Twitch followers, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think we can call this, guys. I think we can call this one DOA. I think we can call this one DOA. I'll play it out, but goddamn, dude. Goddamn, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do here? The Sarkhan Bowl gets out. Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along and take my hand. I actually was that. If you want to talk about secret tech, I actually was thinking about that Logan Fowler. That was on my radar because I said for the Dragonstorms, the annex is actually really good. We're still doing scavenger pages. All right, there's some right there. Let me put down. Okay. He's got an instant. No, he doesn't. Crack it. Go for the throat. God, he's fucking all over. This guy's fucking on me. We're gonna move on to the next one. No mana. No mana, but we went on a nice run there, to be perfectly honest. We did good for ourselves. That was a 4-win run. Finally got stopped by the shuffler. Improbable. Okay, I go first on a smooth draw here. AetherHub. I like that everyone calls it AetherHub. That's very funny to me. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it is that everyone calls that. Everyone calls that set AetherHub. It's very funny. Hello, Jay. Can't import your current deck from extension. Valkyrie. Oh, yeah, because I'm making a video out of it. I'm not trying to give away the final, not until I give you a final version. Valkyrie. I will, though. Don't worry. It's going to be a video. And I'll put it up for everyone to enjoy. You're not going to hang around, Valkyrie? Valkyrie? You're like, I'm here for fucking decks and nothing else? That's all I care about is whether or not I can get fucking decks? Damn. Just being used. Like a piece of meat. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. Your deck. I want it. I want it now. Give me that hot ball. Boom. I've used you to sleep in the past few years. It's so funny when somebody says they've listened to me for years, or that they listen to me to sleep. That's always funny. I think definitely Fowler. I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something, Mr. Fowler. 100%. I think you're onto something. I'm starting to believe, man. I had to tweak it a little bit. I think I'm going to tweak it a little bit more, but I'm starting to believe. I think that this card right here is just invaluable. Mr. Removal. It's a damn shame we live in a society, bottom text. But man, if you can't just get early removal on people, you gotta fucking get murdered against aggro. So, you know. My other question is, how do we have 40 people watching in YouTube, but we only have 22 likes? That's my other question. I'm trying to figure out the math on that. I don't know. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. I gotta think about that a little bit more. This dude is really fun. This right here, the turn 4 Magmatic, is the fucking nightmare for people. It's not good. Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along and take my hand. Audio keeps cutting out? Can you guys hear me? Is the audio cutting in and out? I want to know if that's on my side or your side, guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Gobbledygook. Oh, yeah. When I click back, yeah. When I click here. Yeah, sorry about that. Boom. A little bit of a flood here. We need to not draw mana so much. But we really fucked them up by going low and slow. Ooh, we can't kill this. This is why I hate fucking unholy, Go for the Throat. I knew Go for the Throat was going to backfire on me one of these days. And today is that day. Today is that day. It's going to pump it. Today is that day. I knew it would get to me fucking eventually. Sarkhan full. Boom. Behold the dragon. Boom. Boom. Okay. Norn. Look at this shit, man. Alright, well, he's on a turn 4 clock, right? Okay. And turn. Fucking. My man just started playing again since 2 years ago. This is amazing. This is amazing. My man just started playing again. Is he gonna go full swing? Oh, he goes full swing. You never go full swing. Dragon. Menace. Stab. Okay. Well, it is what it is, guys. I mean, you get there one way or the other. One way or the other, we got there. Currently at a 75% win rate. I can't be too mad at it, you know? It's amazing that Gobbledygook over here is a fan of J Villain as much as I fucking as much as I hate Simic and say that Simic players are awful human beings. That he's like, woo. There's an Omen spell that does 5 damage to your creature. You can remove it and recycle back into the deck. Yeah. I'm not 100% convinced on Omen yet. Ooh, mono red on the play, guys. You know we're here, you know what that means. It means Jay was doing too good. Simic is the great enemy. I named Simic the great enemy. The destroyer. The enemy of man. The foe. We're gonna wait. What's up, Shanos? Twinflame. I've said it once and I'll say it again now that you've got me monologuing. Simic is the most busted, broken color combination in the game. It's the cause of so many problems. And again, objectively, the #1 most banned color pairing is Simic. Hey, well, thank you for coming, Logan Fowler. Make sure you leave a like before you go. I'm not kidding. This is an objective fact. If you look up color pairings, what has the most banned color pairings, it's going to be Simic. Because it's broken. Because they keep doing broken, busted shit with it, and it ruins the game. This is a Colovian fur hat. This is a traditional Mardu clan warrior's hat. Okay, Shadows of Change. Yes, they always get the most busted, ridiculous fucking spell combinations in the world. Oh, every time they get the most ridiculous, broken things that you've ever heard of. This is also true. You just look up banned cards for just look up a list of MTG banned cards, and you go through and see which colors are represented the most. Especially color pairings. Alright, so we're going to do Tarkir and to a dragon into a removal here. Hold on a second. Treasure. Behold a dragon. I don't have a dragon in my hand. Yes. you're looking on a... You can behold the ones on the battlefield? Oh, okay. I thought I had to reveal it from my hand. Okay, my bad. My bad. Oh, okay. All right. My bad. You're taking too narrow a scope of look here, Gobbler. You're taking too narrow of a scope, okay? You're saying, oh, it's not banned in Standard right now. It either was or will be, because it is the great enemy in the Destroyer. That's what we need to understand. This is true, Chris Chaos. Growth Spiral is the cause of a lot of issues because it's a broken, busted mechanic where you ramp and draw cards so you get resources really fast and aggressively. You do that. He's gonna do it again. Relieve yourself. Dracogenesis is not what we want to see there. Let's do this. For whatever reason, they can't seem to stop printing and constructing broken, ridiculous Simic cards. It's like they're obsessed. We just had this problem with Nadu. We literally just had this issue with Nadu. Nadu was had to be removed from the game because it ruined an entire format. It's constant. They always do it. They go, oh, we'll do this one more time, and they have to fucking remove it. Yeah, blue is a majority of the issue, but when you combine them with green, they always do some shit. It's always draw a card, put an extra mana down on the battlefield, draw a card, gain, put an extra mana down, gain 1 green mana, draw a card. Red has been catching it lately because they've been trying to make the game go faster. I think this guy is upset. I think we have an upset gentleman here. I think we have an upset, unhappy gentleman. I think we have an upset gentleman. Where's it of the claw? Magic claw. We'll put that in. Yeah. And turn. I was surprised at how much I liked Great Wall. Pedro Pascal and Matt Damon in a Chinese movie, but somehow it works. What are they fighting? Yaguai? What are they? I can't remember. Great Chinese mythology. I'm a big fan of Chinese wuxia. Wuxia? Am I saying that right? My Mandarin's not very good. Films. You've got your, Hero, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Any kind of sword fantasy, I really like. I'm a big fan of those. Gobbler, I read that in Australian accent. Oi, some nasty dragons you got there. Yeah, that dude was fucking salty. He looked up on the internet, some content creator told him this beats everything, and he was not happy. It didn't work. Let's go for the final here. I think we drop a Draco. 24 and a 3/8. And Dracogenesis is not doing much for us. I have not seen Curse of the Golden Flower. I've heard of it. Wait, hold on. I think I have seen that. Yeah, that's a good one. That's an old one, yeah. Ascendant, what we hold. You, boom. You finish your stream with a Dracogenesis win? So we're looking at ramp here. He's gonna crack me with something here. He's not gonna let me keep getting away with this shit. Oh, apparently he is. Okay. We need that land destruction guy. Yeah, the land destruction guy fucking wins. He gets fucking wins. He absolutely does. I think he's ramped too far ahead of us right now to really do that, though. We're gonna say Dragon. We'll do no. He's gonna sweep us next turn, but we can do it. We'll do what we must because we can. He's gonna sweep us immediately, but you know, we do what we can. Yeah. This is the problem with this, is you could literally just do nothing this game. You could just do nothing and sit here and you're fine. You just you basically just sit there and fucking do nothing. It's miserable. My audio is buggy? What's buggy about it? Stress testing dragons, yeah. I'm seeing if this shit works. I would really like a red Rakdos dragon to work properly. I really don't know in current day, current year, current meta if that even is a possibility. That is basically what I'm testing out. I really don't even know if this is fucking trash. I really don't think it is. I really don't. I don't think that it's possible. You need some other gimmick. You would need to put it with mono red burn or aggro and finish with dragons or something else like that, because you just don't have what it takes. Any kind of you know, any kind of build that you're gonna have. I haven't won a game with it yet, TREX. We're gonna see. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Boom. Dragon. Granted, I only played one game, TREX, but yeah, you get the gist. We're gonna put down Terror. Probably gonna kill Terror. Ah, the United Battlefront. Got nothing from it. Maybe a sweeper. He's trying to go wide, so he might not sweep. That's gonna ping me. He gets to draw a card off that. Pretty sure he's dead anyways, unless he kills Terror. Because the Vampire Dragon requires sacrifice, and we don't have any. What are we going to sacrifice? That's where he's best at. Frontier Bivouac. We're gonna destroy the fuck out of that. We're gonna do this. Get him, Bivouac. Take that, Bivouac. He's trying to ramp here, so that was a fantastic move. Twinflame probably will rip pretty hard here. Heirloom, he's still trying to ramp. Drago. Boom. Double damage. 50 billion double dollars. He's out of there. Mana Flood. He wasn't kidding either. Man, I'll tell you what. That Magmatic, he sure is a spicy boy. Alright, guys. We're going to leave that one right there for tonight. I mean, aside from a bit at the losing end there, we did good with both. The mono red did okay for itself for a while. The mono red did good, and the Rakdos did good. I'm happy with both. I will probably make a video out of both because they are kind of different. That's the kind of the question that we need to ask ourselves. But I'm very happy with. There is a way. You just have to run a lot of removal and do that. So, and all that being said, guys, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Thank you for watching this video. We're gonna do Shakedown Breakdown right now.